Welcome to today's webinar presentation. Today's topic is U.S. Engineering Localization for Tekla Structures version 17. This is Michael Gustafson, Product Manager with the Engineering Group here at Tekla in Kennesaw, Georgia. Our Q&A, or question and answer part, will be facilitated through the questions dialog box within your GoToMeeting interface. We'll try to answer questions verbally at the end, but as the presentation's going on, go ahead and ask your questions. We'll try to respond to some of them just through the interface. If we don't have time to cover everything at the end, please feel free to contact either Wanda Klusik, Robert Gittens, or myself as shown here with our email addresses. So today's presentation is part of the series of Tuesday tutorial presentations that we've done now, 2010 and continuing now in 2011. We're going to try to go into depth here of the latest customization and localization that we've done for the US market with Tekla Structures version 17. So we're going to be covering several topics here as we see ranging from system and role settings to drawing settings to extended applications. All these topics are covered in the US localization notes that are within your installation folder, with the exception of extended applications, which we'll cover at the end, which are on the extranet itself. The first topic we wanted to discuss is the engineering role system files that have been localized. Actually, for the new colors that are available in 17, we haven't done any customization other than wanting to let you know you have the possibility to set up your own object representation or visualization settings per your company standards. So that means, like, if you want to set up object types based on new types of colors, you have the ability to do that. Also with the model organizer, this is a new feature in version 17. We haven't done any customization ourselves with this, but it's good for you to be aware that this feature is available for you to actually use your existing selection filters. Here shown, you can see the selection filters that we have out of the box that are available, but if you create your own selection filters, they will show up in the model organizer. And then the custom Enquirer feature, which was introduced in version 16, we've added an example of a couple of them, and we want to show you an example of that, how that's a very useful tool for actually checking the model. So let's go to the Tekla Structures model here, and I'm going to first show the model organizer. So you can access that through Tools, Model Organizer. And here I have my model organizer opened up. Now, when you first open the model organizer, you probably will not see these selection filters. So click the little options button here, and then you can switch on the show selection filters. Then the first time you expand it, it'll take, it could take a couple minutes actually for a bigger size model. But once you do that, now if I change the rendering here in the model, and if I select on, say, the cast in place pad footings, it's highlighting all those footings and any other filters, for example, the strip footings. So these are the same filters that we've set up or that you set up down here. So this is something customers have asked in the past. Hey, I want to quickly select items. So these could be set up based on user-defined attribute. So if you have your own ways of categorizing objects or grouping them by a user-defined attribute, you could set up that selection filter and then have selected here in the model organizer. Alright. Then on the custom Enquirer, that can be accessed up through Tools, Enquirer, Custom Inquiry. And this is a little floaty that we have available where if you pick objects, it actually allows you to customize what data that you see for the objects that you pick. Now, traditionally, this is set up say if I pick the concrete volume, general contractors or you know, fabricators, say like a concrete contractor, if I come in here and just pick these 3 cast in place footings, it actually accumulates that, so I can, you know, if I'm doing a pour for a day, I can kind of see how much can I get done for that day. But that's one use of the part Enquirer. But another one is just to actually visualize the information, almost like this, to check things in the model. So if I come in here and just pick this steel beam, I can see that I have certain information set up here that makes it easy to visualize what's going on in the model. So here, if I come over, I'm clicking on this beam over here, I can see that even the camber and the shear connectors are coming in. So it's just instead of opening up the user-defined attributes and having to do that and hit get every time, this is the smaller box, and it's just live. Whatever you pick, it just updates automatically. So just be aware, it's a nice nice feature to be aware of. All right, so then also in the system and role, we have a plate work example model available. So that is a model template file. So when you create a new model in the engineering role, you will see available a plate work model example model. And that's obviously for customers who do plate work, you know, for you know, industrial type projects. We did a webinar, as many of you probably know, back in February on that. So if you're interested in learning more about that, please go back and watch that webinar that Robert Gittens did. With the engineering roles objects.imp file that manages the user-defined attributes, we've rearranged a couple things in there, so you can look through our localization notes to see everything that was updated. But really no major changes other than just some reorganization here as shown in the end conditions.